Leaders with area chapters of the NAACP, the SCLC, and civil rights activists have a unified message for the Escambia County Sheriff's Office.
We find that Sheriff Lohman, we hold him personally and totally responsible for the actions of his deputies, and that's where we intend to begin this whole process, and that is at the doorsteps of the Sheriff's Department.
They met for several hours to discuss the shooting death of 20-year-old Marvin Hudson. The alleged drug dealer was shot in the back of the head while fleeing an undercover drug bust. The deputy who killed him, Lee Perry, says he fired because he thought he heard a gunshot and he feared for his safety and that of 2 other people nearby. These activists say Perry and Lohman should both be held accountable. Hudson's family agrees.
I feel Sheriff Lohman is fully responsible for the way that the officers are trained to do whatever it is they do, and I'm certainly not pleased with the actions here.
I prayed until my knees are sore, cried until I have no more tears left, and I'm sure this family has. And something has to be done, bottom line.
Community leaders say too many people are dying at the hands of deputies, and the outcome for each case is the same: justifiable homicide.
When you kill African-American people by a white officer, it doesn't really matter to us whether he was thinking race at the time he pulled the trigger or not. The fact is the man is dead. And as a community, we find that that's happening all too often in our community.
Ellison Bennett says he left the Escambia Sheriff's Office in the early 80s after a similar shooting incident. He says Perry's decision to shoot Hudson while he was running away was a bad judgment call, especially since the officers knew him.
Why couldn't they make a decision as to apprehending him later? It is clearly in my mind there was no justification in deadly force.
Black leaders say they are outlining several strategies for handling the incident, and they're not forgetting an election year is right around the corner. With photojournalist Judd Hewlin, I'm Mollye Barrows, Channel 3 News.